fuck you need your glasses for? Oh, where's my phone? Hey, I'm so focused on that shit.
You forget everything, Kenneth.
You shush.
No. You. Shit. There you go, setting off the motion detector. Can you hear me? Huh? You.
All right. There we are. How you feeling tonight, honey?
Okay. Tired. What about you?
I could always sleep.
Says the man with insomnia.
Yeah, I know, right?
What'd you do today?
I filled out some applications and that was really about it. Filled out applications today and that was it. I spent my day on Indeed. Tomorrow I'll spend my time calling people to see if they look at the applications I filled out on Indeed today.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go through all the job offers on Indeed?
No.
No. I was gonna say that's a lot. You know. What are you watching?
The video. News.
Sadly, didn't. I've got the details. Before I go further, if you're new here, tap the red button down below to subscribe, then hit the notification bell when you do. And remember, you can always access Next News Network's ad-free, uncensored bonus content and exclusive interviews at nextnewsnetwork.com. I hope that you will. Bronson Stocking from Town Hall reports that during a debate on the impeachment article in the House on Wednesday, Representative Tom McClintock said that the lenient response to BLM and Antifa rioters over the course of several months last year may have actually contributed to last week's riot at the U.S. Capitol. The California conservative wore a face mask that read, "This mask is as useless as my governor," as he blamed leniency given to BLM Antifa rioters for likely contributing to last week's storming of the Capitol. McClintock pointed.
I definitely agree with that. The left is to blame for the storming of the Capitol because for the last 4 years we've had to deal with anti-Trump protests and anti-Trump violence and anti-Trump politics. Trying to impeach a guy when he didn't even break the law, and that's all impeachment was supposed to be for. If the president breaks the law, that's it. And now they're trying to get him for inspiring a riot. Tell me that's not an assault on free speech, huh? So the guy never said anything criminally to induce a riot or incite a riot. Okay? Look up the definition of incite. He never did that. Nor did he even have the intention to in the words that he did say. At no time did he want to inspire a riot. Trump's not an idiot, okay? He knows that if these guys go up to the Capitol and breach it, that's gonna F it up for him. So, there
But
you
that's
go.
what Democrats are, Ken. They're ass backwards, one-sided. It's okay for them to do, but not.
Yeah, do as I say, not as I do. You know, hypocritical, like our fucking landlord. I'm big on security, just not privacy.
Our landlord decided to let himself into our
Well,
business
hold on.
here.
Oh. We're not gonna talk about that stuff on video.
Okay.
Okay. We'll say he's an a-hole and that he's big on security and just not privacy, and we'll leave it at that. Anyways, the left is to blame for the BS on the Capitol. I was there. I didn't participate, okay? I knew something bad was gonna happen. I had that gut feeling, you know? How many of us get and none of us pay attention to it? Yeah,
You said that the last time.
whatever. So we left early. But most of this is the left. It's their fault. They tunnel visioned on Trump and forgot what it meant to run a country. Alright? We forgot what it is to run a country.
That's all they ever do. All they care about is getting the votes
Getting the power
and then fucking everybody over
and then
for their own
self-serving.
profit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the definition of a Democrat.
I mean, it would be one thing.
Modern day Democrat.
I would agree with the change in administration if the administration wasn't doing a good job, okay? You don't have to like the person that's doing a good job, okay? Just because the person that's doing a good job isn't likable to you, it doesn't remove their qualifications, okay? Or it doesn't remove the fact that they're doing a good job, okay? Just because somebody is painted in a negative light, it doesn't mean it's true, you know?
It's like that audio clip we heard. I don't know who it was because I don't remember them saying, but remember that audio clip of some athlete basically saying like Trump was our coach, you know,
Yeah.
coach, and then you don't fire the coach if he's doing a good job, whether you like him personally or not.
When you got a coach and you're winning Super Bowls, you don't fire the coach and bring in somebody that hasn't won a game in 47 years. You know? Coach Calhoun was winning games. And he coached for the Huskies for how long? Okay? Donald Trump is comparable to Coach Calhoun. Okay? He moved the embassy to Israel or something like that. He helped broker a peace deal between Israel, which hadn't been able to done for something like decades. Okay, and how about the stock market? Highest in history.
Speaking of peace deals, he was the first president ever with North Korea.
Yeah, he went to North Korea.
Kim Jong-un or whatever.
Last president that did that was something like JFK or some shit. Alright,
and he actually accomplished like a
we got stocks.
goal.
How our stocks doubled in like fucking 30 days?
Yeah.
You know? And I cut you off. It's usually when you should come out and say, yeah, you did, and finish what you were going to say.
Well, whatever.
Well, with an attitude like that, huh? Our nation used to be so much better. You know? Shit, I remember when I was a kid, if a cop caught you with a BB gun, you didn't have to worry about getting shot. Cops didn't think kids carried guns. They had common sense. Okay? You hear about kids in the news, you know, oh, a kid gets shot for playing with realistic looking BB gun. Okay, so you're a cop, and if you know your beat, you know it. Alright, so you know the people in it, you should at least. Okay, in my opinion, that's what makes you a good cop. Is getting to know the community that you're patrolling, talking to the people, you know, when you pull up to a gas station in your cruiser to go inside and get something to drink or check your fucking lottery numbers or whatever, okay? Talk to the person behind you in line, you know? You're paid to patrol. So if I'm paying you to patrol, how about like you fucking have a conversation with me? You know? I'm the type of person that if I'm standing in line and a cop is in front of me and behind me, I'll strike up a conversation with him if he's from my community or my state. That is what makes a community. Talking to each other. When somebody's walking down the street and says hi to you, you don't give them a dirty look just because they're wearing a Trump hat, or you don't ignore them, period. At least give them a smile and acknowledge that they said, you know, how you doing, hello, you know, good day, whatever the hell you say.
Basic human decency.
Yes, basic human decency, you know. Like we were in Washington D.C. and we're walking down the street and some broad yells out, "Go home!" Like just because you're a Trump supporter, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. Trump supporters, real, authentic Trump supporters, aren't bad people. Good, wholesome, textbook conservatives, okay? They're not bad people, okay? We have different views, and that's okay if you disagree with those views, but it doesn't make us wrong, and vice versa. I don't believe that your differing views from mine make you wrong. I don't. I'm okay with disagreeing with people. I was talking to a girl in line that literally voted for Biden just because she didn't like Trump as a person. Didn't know anything about his policies, didn't take into any account the things that he's done for our nation. And you know, like how can you make a decision on who's going to run our country based on that? People are like, some parents really sucked at raising their kids, okay? This last generation fucked up, okay? This last generation definitely screwed up. Like, I got away with a lot growing up, too much. I did a little bit of time, things changed. I met this lovely woman right here. And that's not why I changed, but it helped. I've seen the shittier side of life. It's just, we need to come together. Like, I don't even care that you look at the world differently, okay? You could think the world is flat for all I care, okay? as long as you want to be free, then we have a common enemy, okay? And that's tyranny. So long as you want to be free, our common enemy is tyranny. Democrats are blinding you with what you want. And what I mean is, Democrats are blinding you by screaming in your face what it is exactly that you want to hear. They know what you want to hear because you've told them what it is you want to hear from them. So they know exactly what to say to get your vote. You know? It's like, it's not hard. You know? Democrats are like, okay, well, these people are really stupid, so they're just going to tell us what they want. We're going to tell them that we're going to give it to them. They're going to give us their vote. We're going to get into power, and then we're just going to do what we want.
What they've done.
And, oh my God, if you could hear what people were thinking, like if there was some contraption that scientists made, maybe they have, that they could put on you or put near you and it'd hear what you think. I feel like we're getting to a point where that's what we have to do as citizens, is mandate that congressional people have to do something like that. Oh, you can't just say what you want to vote. You've got to vote telepathically or some crazy stuff like that. Because otherwise, we would never get honesty. Never. You won't even get honesty from Republicans. You got a better chance, maybe, or I can't even say that. I can't even say that you got a better chance of getting honesty from a Republican, because politicians across the board are just as bad as lawyers, okay? So, if you want an honest answer, you've got to do away with career politicians, okay? And as far as terms, they would be severely shortened. All political office would be filled or vacated, or however, the cyclical process would be like jury duty. You're selected, you serve for X amount of time, you're paid the same amount you were paid at your current job. Your current job is put on lieu until, or put on hold until you're done with your serviture. You go back to your job and back to what you were getting paid before. And that's how we need to fill positions of public servants. And I guess that's it. Huh?
Mhm.
You bed?
Mhm.